Thailand Pass updates. The Sandbox is a major success according to the PM, and Premier League football is coming back to Thailand. That's all coming up on today's Good Morning Thailand. Hello and welcome to Good Morning Thailand, brought to you by Coffee Culture and My Beach Resort, presented by Tim Newton and Jay.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing today, Tim?
I'm doing pretty well in Thailand.
Very nice. Is this your first time in Thailand?
No, I've been here for so long.
I see. Where are you from?
I'm from Phuket.
Originally?
Down south, down under. Shrimp on the barbie.
I see.
Yeah.
Great Australian accent. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Today is April the 1st. It is also April Fool's Day. This is not Tim Newton.
Oh, what a surprise.
It is the one and only Natty Warisa.
Hello.
Welcome back. The
Thank
return
you.
of the golden child of Thaiger.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
We have a couple of topics to talk about today. As you can see, Tim Newton's not here. He is currently in Phuket. However, he will be back very shortly. Natty, how do you feel? You weren't here on Monday, and the people were outraged.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Nah.
There were protests out on the street.
But it's always good to have Tim because he has really good insights.
People said they wouldn't throw water during this Songkran because you weren't here on Monday.
That is interesting.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, as always, we do have timestamps on the video after the live show, so you can skip to the part where you don't have to listen to me. Everybody wants to listen to Natty.
But I have nothing to say. Okay, but keep going.
Joining us also is Carmel and Num behind the button, so if you do have any questions, please let Carmel know in the comments section so she can bring it to our attention. Here we go, our first topic for today, the Thailand Pass update. Now, starting today, travelers entering Thailand will no longer need to take a PCR Covid-19 test before their flight, but visitors still have to take their PCR test once they land in Thailand. Now, we have spoken about this a couple of times in the last couple of weeks. The government made the decision earlier in March to improve on the entry restrictions. I made the comment that it seems counterproductive to, stop the PCR test before, because that's possibly more important, and they should have scrapped the PCR test after arriving into Thailand, but it is what it is. Step at a time. Starting today, April 1st, it will be the day where some improvement has been made to the entry requirements. There are still some airlines that require you to take a PCR or a ATK test before flying for documentations, and the Thailand Pass paperwork is separate. But yes, some airlines actually require you to take the PCR test before, so choose your airline wisely.
Yeah, I was just about to say, how does that help? Because I know a lot of airlines, if not maybe 90% of them, have that PCR testing that you need to take before going on the plane. So it's not really reducing it, is it? Anyways, yeah.
Yeah. The revised entry requirements were finally published in the Royal Gazette on Wednesday, making the new rules official, because unless it's posted in the Royal Gazette, it's just talk.
Well, even if it's April Fool's, it's official today.
Yes, it is official. And of course, for those who are fully vaccinated and entering under the Test and Go program, you do need an SHA Plus hotel booked for the first night in Thailand while they wait for the test results to come back. Hopefully, this can also be gone very soon. Many officials in Thailand have come out and said that we need to get rid of these entry restrictions as soon as possible. All the neighboring countries are opening up without restrictions. Thailand cannot lag behind, and we're hoping for the same.
Yes.
Yes. Talking about entry into Thailand, apparently, the Phuket Sandbox has generated 50 billion baht in revenue.
Wow.
That's right. So for all those people who thought that the Sandbox was a failure, and some people still do believe that, the Prime Minister has come out and said that he's quite impressed and happy with the Sandbox, because since its inception from July the 1st, 2020, it has been able to generate 50 billion baht revenue.
Wow. You've recently been back to Phuket, right?
Yes.
Were there a lot of tourists?
Oh yeah, it was a vibe.
So it's possible. 50 billion.
Yeah, I'm going to be going back to Phuket for a couple of days during Songkran. I'm expecting it to be wild now. Because at that time, I went out to Patong to do a quick vox pop. And I was commenting on how the streets in Patong at least were filled with tourists. Not many people were wearing masks and everyone was enjoying themselves. I think now we've reached a point where people just don't care anymore and they're just enjoying themselves on their holidays. And that's okay.
That is okay.
But yes, rules involving mask wearing are still in place in Thailand. So if you want to follow the rules and be responsible, then wear your mask. If not, it's your choice. But yes, 50 billion baht has been. What do you think about this 50 billion baht? It sounds amazing, doesn't it?
It sounds super wowy because I think a lot of it probably, if the figures are right, comes from hotels.
That's
I can
right.
only imagine. Yeah.
Hold on. 400,000 tourists have traveled to Thailand through this scheme, and about 70,000 hotel rooms in total have been used. The average stay per person was 9 nights, so they did stay for quite a long time once they were here, and the generation of a revenue has been over 21 billion baht past these 8 months, and they expect, with the extra money spent by tourists, because they're not just going to sit in their hotel room all day, they're going to go around, spend money buying food, visiting places, and they expect that a total revenue generation of 50 billion baht has been made. So good for Phuket, because it has been quite essential for the survival of a lot of hotels and businesses in Phuket. It has fared better than places like Pattaya because the Phuket Sandbox and Phuket in general was allowed to open under the scheme. They were the first one to open in Thailand.
Yeah, and a little bit less restrictions as well. Like alcohol is able to serve until a certain time, right? Whereas Pattaya is like completely dead right now.
Yes, that's right. Initially there were problems with the Phuket Sandbox. People were complaining because they said that the stay was too long. The PCR test at that time cost 8,000 baht for 3 tests, which is now I think a lot cheaper. I haven't been PCR tested in a while, but I will check that for you once I go back to Phuket. But yes, some good news regarding the Phuket Sandbox. At least the Prime Minister's happy. And Phuket itself, as an island, is actually trying to not rely too heavily on tourism. It always will. However, they're trying to basically make Phuket into a medical hub. Now, there has been some news reports for a while that Phuket is trying to move into this direction. But by 2028, the Prime Minister has come out and said that he does plan to turn Phuket into a world-class hub of medical tourism.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Because Phuket itself is like a self-contained island. It's quite unique.
Yes.
And it's something that other countries don't have. Well, yes, Indonesia, Philippines, they're also islands, but I don't know. It's very unique to our country, I guess, our little region here.
And I mean, if you are coming for medical reasons to Phuket, once you do get healed, it's nice to go around a beautiful island and visit the beaches. So Phuket does sound like a good idea.
Nature does heal.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're trying to create an international medical and public health service called Medical Plaza, and it is planned. It's planned, and it's going to be complete with an international elderly care center, as well as a palliative care center and a rehabilitation center.
I like that they have those facilities. The name Medical Plaza is just like hitting the nail on the head, isn't it? Like it's a little bit too much. I wish they had a more beautiful name.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. Does Carmel have
Heal
something?
yourself on the islands of Phuket.
Suan Chim said medical tourism is still tourism, right? So it'll still be affected by border closures.
Absolutely, because people can't travel in, right?
Well, this plan is going to take place from an event called Expo 2028 Phuket, Thailand. So these plans are for 2028. We're still in 2022, so there's still a long while to go, and who knows where we will be by 2028. I mean, is the world back on its feet and booming by that time? Is Phuket back at its best? Where we had like 9 million visitors, 9 million plus visitors per year. So at least they're looking into the future. Yes, Kamal.
Another comment from Holly Grace. This is about the masks when you guys were talking about it. She said that masks are bad for your health and don't work. Get over it, people.
Oh,
What do you guys
damn.
think?
Okay, well, that is her comment and opinion. I would say some medical experts don't agree with her opinion, but thank you for your comment. And that's that. All right. I've got now we're going to move away from all entry restrictions, COVID-related news, and we're just going to talk about fun and news around Thailand. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen?
I'm ready.
I've heard them say, yeah. You can hear the crowd
From
roaring.
The cameras.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, some history has been made. A dog owner is winning the first ever lawsuit filed against a veterinary hospital in Thailand. Now, what's this all about? The owner of a Labrador named Journey, great name for a Labrador,
Yes.
who died on an operating table, filed Thailand's first ever lawsuit against a veterinary hospital and is winning. Journey's owner, who is claiming financial and emotional damages, has won the first of 3 court hearings. And he or she, I believe, she, is most likely to win the other 2 as well. We will keep you updated on that news. However, a veterinary hospital has never actually been sued before, and this could be historic in Thailand's history and for the future of veterinary hospitals. 11-year-old Journey was suspected to have a tumor in her lung and walked into the operating room for an endoscopy and biopsy in 2019. The procedure was not considered to be risky or dangerous, and Journey's lab results showed that she didn't have any underlying conditions, which means that it would have just been a regular surgery. However, unfortunately, Journey died on the operating table, and it's been decided this lawsuit basically will judge whether the doctor is responsible or not, and if they've been negligent in the surgery. And so far, they've won the first court hearing, which actually said that yes, the doctor has been negligent. Are you a pet owner? What do you feel about this?
Well, I used to have turtles, as everybody knows.
Yes.
And yeah, people think like, oh, they're just animals, but they're not. They really become part of your family. And I can only imagine dogs having more emotions, right? You would feel very tied up to that,
Man's
that
best
living
friend.
being. Yeah,
Man and
man's
woman's best friend.
Can you tell me again, did they say how much they're charging the...
No.
No? Okay.
So the amount of fee is not really been settled yet.
Okay.
As of right now, the owner, Kun Tisana Duandao, who was Journey's owner, she actually said, like, look, I'm not really here to get money. Most people say that when they're having a court hearing, but she said, like, look, I want to hold the people responsible for what they've done. They basically tried to make excuses, and they were unethically distorting information about how Journey passed away. And the court actually ruled that the veterinarian who performed the surgery was negligent, and the veterinary hospital will be jointly liable to cover the damages, providing Tisana wins the next 2 court hearings.
Right.
So some blame has been put on the veterinarian who operated, and I'm guessing the hospital will also be held responsible.
This is what I don't understand about a lot of Thai people's mentality, and I can say this because I'm Thai and I used to be like that.
Yes.
Thai people don't have the guts to own up to their mistakes. Like, it's very unfortunate that the dog passed away, right? But if you genuinely made an error and you didn't mean to malpractice or whatever, just say like, hey, I made a mistake, instead of covering up with lies and like blowing it up. Because if he just came clean, maybe the owner might have forgiven him, who knows. But now that they're coming, oh no, it was nothing, maybe it was your dog's fault or whatever, now she wants to sue them, right?
Yeah,
so
maybe she wouldn't have taken this far. I understand your
Yeah.
point, but yes, that does, blame sharing, I think, is, there's a word for it.
blame sharing.
Not blame sharing, but it's easier to blame something else and not
Yes.
take responsibility for
Yeah.
your own actions. I think, yes, that happens. Maybe it's part of Thai culture, or saving face
There
and
we
stuff
go,
like that.
yeah.
But I think that happens all across the world as well. But yes, unfortunately in Thailand, possibly due to respect, and I don't want to get my name tarnished, and I don't want to bring shame to myself, to the hospital, to my family. That could possibly one of the reasons, but this is speculation.
Speculation,
We are not sure. We will keep you updated on this lawsuit as we get more information on thethaiger.com. As for now, we're going to take a quick break. Once we come back from the break, we are going to talk about Premier League football coming to Thailand, as well as an update on what Natty has been up to. Natty has been very busy for the last couple of weeks, making some very entertaining videos and informative videos for you, the viewers. So you'll get a sneak peek of what she's been up to right after the break. And welcome back to Good Morning Thailand. Hello Natty, do you feel refreshed after your break?
Very refreshed.
Okay.
Quick, refreshing break.
Well done. Let us please give a quick and thankful shout out to Coffee Culture for sponsoring the show. You can buy roast coffee and coffee capsules from all across Thailand at coffeeculture.asia, as well as My Beach Resort, where we will hopefully be doing a OB outside broadcast on the 11th and 12th of April. My Beach Resort, a 5-star resort, very fancy in Panwa, Phuket. We definitely can't afford to stay there. Not yet, anyways.
Well, speak for yourself. No,
Okay.
just joking.
Oh.
Just joking. Oh, no,
The truth hurts. Brutal.
joking.
You're
But I'm
savage.
jealous. I'm jealous. Yeah.
Hey, but you can get a 10% discount if you type in the code Thaiger and enjoy one of the most luxurious resorts in Phuket. Dare I say Thailand? Alleged, possibly. Yeah. It's also in the Michelin Guide of hotels, so that's when you know it's fancy.
Wow, damn.
All right.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
It's now time for 2 Minutes Thailand with Nan. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where you get to learn a little bit more about Thailand, even if you've lived here or are just love Thailand in general. Today's topic is Sin Sot.
Today, I will explain to you one of the most frequently asked questions I get in regards to why men have to give sin sot to Thai brides. Back in 3000 BC, marriage compensation appeared in the past of the world's greatest civilizations, such as ancient Egypt, Mesopotamia, ancient Greeks, and more. However, in most of those countries, this tradition is gone. However, we still have marriage compensation in terms of dowry in India, Bangladesh, and Pakistan, where the women's family pays the groom, and the other way around, the groom to the bride in China, Taiwan, and Thailand. The price of the bride or sin sot has been in Thai culture for a long time. It was influenced by China, which has a similar marriage culture to us. In the past, Thai people did not have a relationship with each other like today. The couples get married under the guidance of a matchmaker or their parents. Moreover, men had more opportunities to work than women, so the bride price had to be appropriate to ensure that the man could take care of their beloved daughter, show the man's religion for how much he loved her, and or for the woman's parents to use it when they get older. It is an ancient tradition where some Thai people think that it is not important anymore and want to cancel this tradition. Some parents will give back the bride prices back to the married couple to build their lives together. And Thai law protects the women's parents. If they didn't get any bride price from the groom, they can sue the daughter's groom. The topic about Thai marriage tradition is not over. Let's see in the next episode.
And welcome back. So, Caitlin, what do you think about Sin Sot?
What?
What do you think? When men and women in Thailand get married, the man has to basically, it's kind of like a dowry system, not 100%, but it's basically, I'm paying this amount of money, but bride price, or dowry in general, just to make it simpler to understand.
Paying the bride,
Yeah.
right?
Paying the bride's family to take the bride home.
Oh, well, I would like the money, but yeah.
Why not? Why not?
But also, it sounds like someone's getting paid for. Like, if there's a transaction
Well, that's
for me
exactly
to get
what's
married.
happening.
Yeah. It's a bit weird.
Yes. But ladies and gentlemen, back by popular demand, here she is, Caitlin Ashworth. Caitlin, today is your last day with the Thaiger.
It's my last day.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have been here for a while. The public's they were telling us, bring Caitlin on, bring Caitlin on. Well, here she is. Caitlin, any final messages to the Thaiger viewers, to the fans?
I've been with the Thaiger for 2 years, and it's changed so much, and definitely for the better. If you don't know, I am managing the website, and I've been working really hard to improve our content on the website, and I've been able to build a really good team, and I think that the coverage will be, really good moving forward.
Yeah, I hope so. So here at the Thaiger and the viewers, we'd like to wish you a bright future ahead. Thank you for everything you've done for the Thaiger, and I think from me, from all the staff here, from all the viewers, we'd like to wish you all the best as you are going back to Florida.
I'll be in Florida.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you can stay tuned to hear more from Caitlin as she takes over Florida, United States of America. Thank you, Caitlin, for everything you've done.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take another quick break. Once we return from the break, we will be talking about Premier League football coming back to Thailand. See you in just a bit.
Find the coffee roast you love most. Coffee Culture delivers Thai coffee online. Whole beans or pre-ground delivered to your doorstep in Thailand. Go to coffeeculture.asia and get coffee you love delivered to your doorstep.
And welcome back to Good Morning Thailand. Hi, Natty.
Hello.
Where did you just come from?
Oh, just underneath the table. I was
see.
hiding.
You're so small, you can hide underneath the tables.
Yeah.
All right, before we continue, I'd like to give a quick shout out to On Anna Gunnarsson. Thank you for being a Thaiger member, good sir, and supporting the channel. We appreciate you, as well as all of our Thaiger members and viewers. Right, Natty, are you a fan of football?
I don't know much about football. Sorry. I'm going to disappoint a lot of people.
Have you ever heard of the team Liverpool?
Yes, I have.
One of the biggest teams in the world. How about Manchester United?
Yes, I have.
Well, Liverpool and Manchester United will be coming to Thailand, of all places, to play a friendly. Normally what happens is before the start of the Premier League, a lot of the English Premier League teams and other teams from other countries, Italy, Spain, they like to do basically a world tour. They've got fans around all the world, and they want to grow their viewer base as well. So part of their pre-season tour will involve going to Thailand and Australia, where they'll be playing friendly matches so that they too can make their Asian fans happy. So tickets for the friendly between English Premier League giants Liverpool and Manchester United will be on sale in Bangkok for this July. That's right.
I like that they chose Thailand. Great destination.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And, there are some Thai brands that sponsor a lot of the different aspects of English Premier League. I believe Sing Corporation promotes a couple of football teams.
Oh, yeah.
Including Manchester United, I'm not sure. I know Carabao, the energy drink, Carabao actually sponsors a league, the English League Cup Championship. It's actually called the Carabao Cup. So yes, Leicester City is promoted by King Power, owned by King Power, which is also a Thailand-based company. So yeah, Thailand has a very good relationship with
a lot of football leagues.
Yeah, with English Premier League in general. But yeah, the Thai people love football, so many people will be able to watch their matches. Now, the tickets are priced, unfortunately, at 5,000 baht to 25,000 baht. The cheapest ticket available will most probably be 5,000 baht. You can buy that at Thai Ticket Major. It will be on sale tomorrow. I'm expecting it to be sold out very quickly. So if you are living in Thailand or plan to come to Thailand at that time, are a football fan and want to watch the match, you can buy the ticket over there. Each person can only buy 4 tickets. And many fans have actually complained that it's quite expensive. Now, I'm guessing 25,000 baht, the most expensive ticket, is the one as close to the pitch as possible. The premier seats available. It's 2.5 times the minimum salary in Thailand.
Yeah.
So quite expensive. Real diehard fans, most people won't be able to go watch because it's quite expensive. And what I'm afraid of is, people will create bots and buy these tickets from Thai Ticket Major and try to sell it in the black market for a lot more money.
Are you planning to go and buy tickets?
I am not a Liverpool or Manchester United fan,
Oh.
but if Chelsea was coming to play, I would definitely go.
I see.
I'd sell the clothes off my back to go watch Chelsea. But I think it's a good opportunity to, watch teams that I watch on the TV for the last 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
I started watching football when I was 10 years old. I've been watching it for 20 years. So this would be my first opportunity to actually go and watch a match between two giants.
It's really interesting watching sports live and
Yeah.
watching sports in TV. Like, I never knew that until I went to high school, and then I was kind of forced to go to a basketball game, and it was a completely different experience.
Oh, yes.
Right? Like, the cheers, everything, even though I didn't quite understand what was going on in the court, I got goosebumps whenever they scored. It's amazing. So,
you're
yeah.
preparing it, you're preparing the whole week to go to this match. It's match day, you've taken a holiday off work, you've called in sick, you've had a couple of lagers
Oh, no.
before the match.
Yeah.
You're preparing for the game. You've worn all your gear. You show up to the game 2 hours, 1 hour before. You're singing the songs and chanting in the crowd. You watch the game, no matter how rubbish it is, you've experienced something live. And that is the magic of football.
Do they have like a specific chant they do? Because every
yes.
time I turn on a football match, it always sounds like this. Ooh, ooh, like that the whole time.
Yes, of
like,
course.
Why?
There are many songs. So special teams, like for example, Liverpool have "You'll Never Walk Alone." That's the most famous song. But each football club has their own song that is sung by almost all the fans around the world. Even players have specific songs.
Whoa.
Teams have songs for opposite players as well. So, for example, Man United fans will have like diss tracks. Like they'll have songs for Mo Salah, who plays for Liverpool, to try to put him off, and they'll call him. They'll call him shit. They'll call him rubbish.
Evil.
They're brutal. But that's part of the football culture. It's all
Nice.
about the rivalry, and Man United and Liverpool are big rivals as well.
We should have songs.
Yes. Now, I compared the pricing. Now, the average price of a football ticket actually is like, I think, 60, 70 pounds for a game, for an average game. But the current tickets are being sold for 5,000 to 25,000 baht. Now, this same match that will happen in the Premier League, Liverpool versus Man United, will cost approximately $482, now, which is 16,000 baht. That's for the average ticket.
Okay.
So the starting price would be 16,000 baht for this ticket.
Yeah.
But the starting price in Thailand is 5,000 baht.
That's
So
steal.
It's I guess, so you are still paying this amount of money to watch Manchester United and Liverpool in the Premier League. But then again, it is the Premier League. They're actually competing. When they come for a friendly, it's a pre-season tour. They're more relaxed. They try to play the younger players, and the players from out loan and stuff get a chance to play. They don't want to risk their big name players just before the start of the season. So it's also that. It's just a glorified friendly. Everyone's just there to have fun and take some pictures. It's a sponsor run.
Right. I think Carmel has something to add.
Yes, sorry. Before I was going to cut to you, but the last information is it's going to be at the Raja Mankala Stadium, which has a capacity of 51,552. This same match that's going to happen in the Premier League is going to be at Anfield in Liverpool, which has a capacity of 53,000. So a lot of people will be able to go and enjoy, and definitely people who can afford it. Carmel.
Yes, Drumkilla commented, "What a scam! 25K is like." What is the most expensive ticket price there? Because I know you said 5,000 is the starting, but
Yes.
you're not really
25,000.
close to. That's the most expensive
Yes.
one?
The one that you really want is the 25,000.
Yeah.
5,000 just to take part.
Mike Green in Thailand said, "Stop trying to justify the price, Jay."
Stop it.
What do you mean? I think it's crazy expensive.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Of course. But, you know, for a person who's watched TV, have only watched this teams on TV, would I pay 25,000 baht? No, I'm saying I wouldn't. I can't afford that. And that's the point I'm trying to make. However, some people can, and they'll be able to go and enjoy it. Yeah. Just because I can't afford it doesn't mean I need to look down on someone who can. That's life. It's unfair. What are we going to do? We're going to take a quick break. Once we come back from the break, we're going to answer some of your questions. So if you have any questions for Natty Warisa, me, Carmel, or even Num, let us know in the comment section below. We'll be back right after this. And welcome back to Good Morning Thailand. It's now time to answer some of your questions, ladies and gentlemen. Please click the like button if you're enjoying it so far. There's about 400 people watching the show. Please click the like button for Natty.
And
look at her.
Caitlin.
She's wearing purple today.
I'm a purple flower.
Yes.
Somebody said that I look like a purple lavender flower or something.
It's very lavendery.
Someone also said you're glowing today.
I am glowing.
You're glowing, Natty.
Sangir.
Congratulations. It's the natural Natty glow.
It's the natural Friday Natty glow.
All right.
Okay, Bob B asked, Natty, what have you been working on?
Oh, I do want to talk about this. So recently, you know, in the news, the BMA has been working on the sidewalks to make it more accessible for people with disabilities, specifically for people who are visually impaired and also those who have to go around in a wheelchair. So they had this pilot kind of long stretch around Rama 1, around BTS Siam Station. And I wanted to do some investigating journalism. So I went on a quest to check it out, how the sidewalks really are, going to cafes around Bangkok using a wheelchair. And it's a series of 5, so I have 5 episodes. The first 3 are going to be wheelchair, and the other 2, I'm going to be visually impaired and hearing impaired. So you'll see the struggles of an actual person going out and about in Thailand. It's not an easy task. There was everything that you can think of that could go wrong actually went horribly wrong. And you'll see that the clip is going to drop on the Thaiger this Sunday, so do check it out. It was a fun project to do, but oh man, it's
difficult, huh?
It was very, very difficult, yeah. But very entertaining.
So are you going to show a quick sneak peek?
Oh yeah. Do we have a sneak peek video? Okay, maybe you can check it out now.
Hi, I'm Natty. I'm a host, producer, and full-time weirdo. This is also Natty back in 2015 when I got involved in a serious motorcycle accident. Whoopsie, my fault. I couldn't walk for 3 full months and had a really hard time getting around using crutches and a wheelchair. It's been a while since that incident, and I wanted to see for myself how Bangkok City Planning is taking care of its citizens with disabilities. So I've partnered up with Universal Foundation for People with Disabilities for some creative investigating. In this series of Wheeling to Coffee, join me in the quest to discover fun and quirky cafes around Bangkok and get my honest take on the road conditions and, of course, coffee.
Right, welcome back.
Yay.
So Natty Warisa going big.
Yay.
Well done.
I hope everybody likes it because I am quite proud of this series myself.
No, the first episode is coming out this Sunday.
This Sunday.
This Sunday. So you
on the Thaiger channel.
On the Thaiger channel, that's
Yay.
right. And the second one will be coming out the Sunday after. So you can stay tuned every Sunday to
see me
see
struggle.
Natty's adventures.
Yes.
But it is for a good cause. Like there's this video is one of the projects that I've been very proud to be a very small part of. This is Natty's brainchild, almost 100%. But it feels great to not only raise awareness for disabled people, disabilities, working with the Thai organization.
We worked with the Universal Foundation for Persons with Disabilities, and they provided me with a lot of knowledge, a lot of content, even some equipment, like for example the walking stick that blind people use and all of that. So it's a good fun project.
That's right. And it gets better and better every episode, so stay tuned for that. Great job, Natty.
Yay.
All right. Any other questions?
Yes, Ben Richards asked from the first topic, when can we stop wearing masks here in Thailand?
That's a hard question. We don't even know it ourselves. It doesn't seem like anytime soon.
Haven't we always been wearing masks even before COVID, like because the air is that bad in Bangkok?
That is true.
Yeah.
That is actually true. Before COVID, I think about 6 months prior, we had the pollution, PM 2.5 pollution, and everybody was just wearing their N95 masks.
Yeah, it's normal to wear, especially in Bangkok. Like, it's normal to wear masks here. Like, you know, we are all still Asians, and you know, in the Asian culture, a lot of people wear masks for pollution. Just going back home, they don't want to smell the fumes of cars and traffic, and sometimes you know the haze moving over from the north to city, so it's not that big of a deal as it is in other countries. And I think we've spoken about this topic in particular quite a few times, and we think that probably mask wearing will be the last thing to be dropped, and when it does get dropped, I think some people will still wear it anyways.
Yeah, as a fashion statement, you know, in Japan some people
as
just
a fashion statement.
Yeah, seriously, some Japanese people in Japan, of course, they would wear masks.
Okay.
And it would be designed in a really nice way too.
There we go. Carmel knows.
Okay, yes. Next question. Hirokazu asked, who pays in a same-sex marriage? The dowry? The 2-minute...
in the same-sex marriage?
Yeah, because...
No, well,
in
same-sex
Sinseot-
marriage is illegal in Thailand, so that's
Still,
not something that people have to worry about as of right now.
Oh, I see. Okay, Khaled's question was, I want to know more about how Sinseot is used after marriage. What happens after the whole dowry?
I can speak from my experience. Not that I'm getting married or anything, but a lot of my friends who did get married, the Sinseot is just for show, really. The parents do give it back to the couple, or very specifically the groom himself, to either use it to build a house or just use it for, I don't know, as savings for hard times or whatever. But they don't really take it anymore in this day and age.
And a lot of the times for the younger generation, like when the man does, like, let's say for example he gives 1 million baht to his bride's family, the bride's parents actually give that money back after the wedding. It's just for like traditions and going through the process, and they give the money back and say, here you go kids, good luck with your life. Here's 1 million baht, or like, you know, sometimes because it's like 3 million, like 4 million baht, they're like, go on, like buy a house with this, start your life with this. So it helps the kids out sometimes.
Yeah.
For parents who can afford that money, sometimes it's just a gift.
Yeah.
Because if you're like a 25-year-old adult, you don't have 2 million, 3 million baht in the bank account to just take out as cash. People take bank loans out
Yeah.
for the Sinseot.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Walk ATM asked if Sinseot also applies to foreigners. So if a foreigner marries a Thai woman, does
Yes.
he have to do it as well? Okay, I
Yeah.
see.
Yes,
But
it
that
does.
is only if the female's family requires it, because I know a lot of my friends actually who did marry to Western men or just non-Thais. They didn't even require a dowry.
Yeah.
Because they just do it the Western traditional way, like they convert even to Catholic or whatever.
Okay, Bob B's question to Natty: as a stand-up comedian, you're a stand-up comedian.
Carvel's like,
Yeah.
You're not Are you a stand-up comedian or an improv?
I do both.
Both.
Improv,
Okay.
yeah.
Would you consider hosting the Oscars?
oh yeah, I'm not sure if I want to get slapped. I'll probably have to get better at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and then I'll consider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just got to
Just need
stay
to
away from the
protect
Smiths.
myself. Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm not going there.
Okay.
PG Santa asked, how long before the show starts does Jay arrive on set? Like, how long before you arrive on set, truthfully?
7:30. So I arrive at the office 7:30. We go live at 9:30. Everyone arrives up around by 8. Everyone's in the office.
Because he imagines you suddenly rushing like, oh my god, we gotta get ready, and then live like, good morning everyone.
It's probably the motorbike I take. You know, I set up everything. I come on the motorbike and then my hair is a mess. But yes, contrary to people's beliefs, I do actually show up here at 7:30 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah, you're pretty early. Sometimes you come to work before I do, and then I walk in and you're like, hello. Your general hellos.
Sometimes rude, almost every day. Excuse me. No, but I think we all pretty much start our day at 8. You know, it's like we'd be lying if nobody comes to work and just goes like I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
But like officially we start at 8. I like to arrive here just because I like to get my coffee and everything, prepare everything.
Same.
Coffee culture. Yeah, someone's got to brew the coffee.
Yep.
I'm coffee boy.
Coffee crema.
Not really. Yeah.
Right.
I'm looking through.
Some of the questions people ask are ridiculous.
That's exactly
they're
why
so
I cannot
personal
pick.
and they're so. But it's okay. Thank you for everyone asking questions. If you don't try, you don't get. So I like the fact that they just put it out there.
Right.
Gian Rosa says, Natty, I like your pink. It's purple. Purple shirt. And Jay, you look amazing today.
Oh, wow.
Thank you. Who said that?
Compliments all around.
Gian Rosa.
Thank you. How nice.
Appreciate the love.
Okay.
Ta-ta.
Right.
Sorry, can I just look at this comment? Like, Confucius says, are you guys content with your salaries? And then someone else was asking, like, do you get paid enough? Like, I mean, is that really an appropriate question to ask someone? Anyone, not just us?
I don't work for money.
Yeah.
Hey, they tried.
We work here for love and appreciation.
Yes.
We get. I mean, I don't even need to eat lunch sometimes with the compliments I get.
Filled with love.
Yeah. But yes, unfortunately, that is not a topic we'd like to discuss. I personally feel it's slightly inappropriate. Natty?
You feel inappropriate. He is always inappropriate.
No, I mean, I feel inappropriate talking about that
Oh,
topic.
okay. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm happy where I am. That's for sure.
Otherwise, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
No one's forcing us.
No.
Right, Natty?
Oh, geez, Tim with a gun down there.
Yeah. He's here somewhere. He's got a sniper.
No,
A red dot appears on our heads.
Hef NFT asked if Westerners can purchase property in Thailand. Do you both know if they can or not?
Shoot.
They can purchase and own a condo 100%. However, for property as in like buying land and a house, I think it's still majority still has to be a Thai citizen, but they're trying to change that, and they're trying to come up with this new visas where foreigners will be allowed to own property and land. More information on that later. I don't think it's been confirmed yet. They have been talking about it for a while, but yeah. Let me get back to you on that, because we've talked about it a couple of months ago, so my knowledge on that I've forgotten about it.
No, yeah. I mean, like, I have heard about talks about having some regulations about foreigners buying land, and I have quite strong opinions about that, but I'm not liking it too much. Just because I feel like they're targeting very specific foreigners to buy very, very expensive land, which means that the local Thais won't be able to purchase certain types of land, and then everything will become foreign owned.
Yeah.
But anyways, I will stop right there.
Yeah. Mackie says, is it Jai or J or just the letter J? It was actually supposed to be just the letter J, but often people thought that it was a mistake, so I had to put an AY. I was like, hi, this is Jay. And you know when you have like instant messaging or something, if you just have one letter, people are like, what?
Ja? Hi,
Yeah.
Ja,
So yes, it is JAYJ. It's definitely not Jai, but I don't mind. You can
Jai.
call me Doug.
Why that
You
name?
can call me anything. You can call me Troy.
That's a cool
PT
name.
Tan has a question for Jay. This is quite lengthy, but I'm hoping you understand me when I say it.
Okay.
Jay, how different is an Indian from India? Different from an Indian like you who has been living in Thailand your whole life?
Yeah.
Like culture-wise, beliefs and practices. Like how different are you from someone that's been living in India their whole life?
I would say extremely different.
Okay.
Sometimes, when I go back to India, sometimes I feel out of place because I don't understand every part of the culture. Like, of course, I have the knowledge, I understand things, I can speak the language. But if I've been living in Thailand for 20 years now, I studied here, I grew up here, went to school here, my friends, my parents, my colleagues, everything is Thai. The Thai way of living, the sabai, the chai yen yen. Indian culture is different. Like working in India, working with Indians, it's a whole new world. And when you go to another country, you have to basically live. If you want to live there and you want to get along with people, you have to live in their way. And their way is different to my way because I'm more accustomed to perhaps the international culture or the Thai culture rather than Indian culture. So yeah, I can get along with the language, with the food, weddings, some parts of the culture, but really living there on a day-to-day basis, I think I would struggle to live there for a while. It would take me time to adapt, like 6 months to a year to really adapt to the situation there.
So would you say you're chapati on the outside and somtam on the inside?
I'm a fake Indian. I look like a chapati, but I'm actually a somtam.
Nice. Without chilies.
Yes, without chilies, of course. 2 chilies only, please.
Okay. They're now just having a chat on their own. Like PG Santa and Hans are having a whole bickering moment, so that's taking up the chat.
Jay is an odd bird. In brackets, lumberjack says PK. Can we call Jay Betty? Says patrons.
Betty.
You may call me Betty, patron. It is okay.
Someone said, like, careful, Jay, Doug might actually stick and they'll start calling you that from now on.
Who knows? Probably. But that's okay. I mean, if that's what makes people happy, like, to be honest, like, life is good. A lot of people say nice comments, constructive comments, mean comments, and that's all right. Like, life's good. Who am I to... If you saying a mean comment makes you feel better about yourself, go for it. Because for every one hater, there's nice people. And most of the viewers right now, especially, there's 400 people watching. Literally 400 people watching us live right now, answering questions. That's all we're doing. I mean, that's love right there. Like, they enjoy Thaiger, they enjoy us. Probably not me, probably for you, Natty. But, whatever it is, life is good. Let's spread love and positive thoughts.
Carmel?
It could be the final question if you want. PT Tan has another question. You have mentioned before that if GMT is flagged, you don't get paid. However, your program is sponsored by Coffee Culture and My Beach. How does it work?
So, because we were talking about demonetization.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, the sponsors, of course, for sponsoring the show have to pay a fee. But we still have a lot of people in the Thaiger. The Thaiger is not just YouTube. And although we have sponsors for the show, we have we have people working on Bounce, we have 3 editors, we have different hosts doing different things, we've got a social media team. Carmel's part of the social media team.
So if it sucks, it's Carmel. No, just kidding.
No, before Carmel came on GMT, she was still working here, So the sponsors allow us, yes, to pay certain bills, certain wages, but so do the members, and so does YouTube monetization. Everything matters. If you have 3 sources of income, if you lose one, yes, is it going to make a huge impact? Probably not, but it still makes an impact. Wouldn't you want all of your sources of income to work? Yeah.
Okay.
All right, shall we end the show there since we've ran out of questions?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, how many minutes have we gone on for? 48 minutes.
Wow.
Okay. Scott D just hit the like button. Thank you, Scott D.
Thank you.
Thaiger legend, all the way from Chicago. I hope everyone's having a good time. Sick puppy, hope you're well in Pattaya. I love how a lot of Ryan Bishop, a lot of these people join us almost every day.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Nicholas Udatsis. I apologize if I said your name wrong.
Oh no.
Hans C. Schellenberg. Namaste.
Oh, Natty, you can answer this really quickly. Starchild Uni asked, when's your next stand-up show?
Ooh, I don't know when the next stand-up show is, but the next improv show, however, would fall on the 3rd week of April. So if you want to watch improv comedy, that's when it is, but I don't do stand-up too often anymore.
Okay.
Oh no, Natalie.
Oh no.
Natalie,
gosh.
if I like this. Scotty B says, Jay and Natty, have you ever flown on business class with Thai Airways, and if so, how was it?
I know you have.
Once.
Once?
In my life when I was very young. I think my dad used like his miles. It was really cool because I think I was like 10 or something.
Oh, wow.
That was the only
Baller
time.
kid.
And I was just like, oh my God, the TV comes out of the thing. But I think I wouldn't be able to judge from 20 years ago now. Because yes, I am 30. So 20 years ago, I think a lot must have changed.
Yeah.
Not much has changed for Thai Airways, but yeah, so I was too young to really justify how good it was. But for me, it was amazing. A 10-year-old kid flying on business class.
Yeah, that does sound like a fly idea.
Well, since it's been 20 years, it's about time you go back again.
I can't afford flying business class. I'm an adult who lives in the real world. I ride a motorbike taxi to work. That's where I'm at. Natty walks in her Rolls Royce.
Wow. I wish. Yes.
Nip Band Jay looks older than 30.
Rude.
It's okay. It's okay. Thank you.
Oh.
All right, let's end the show there. Someone asked, can Jay say goodbye in Hindi?
Oh, yeah.
In Indian. He didn't specify which language, but maybe next time. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching the show so far. 410 people watching. Please click the like button if you're enjoying the show. And comment, share, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. We hope you're having a great Friday. As for now, I'd like to say thank you to Natty.
Thank you to Jay.
Thank you to Carmel. Thank you to Noom pressing the buttons and the viewers.
Thank you to Caitlin.
Thank you to Caitlin, her last day. We hope she has a great future ahead. And thank you, everyone. We will see you next week.
Bye.
Namaste.